Hey, well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless. God bless for tuning in. God bless for tuning in. And those who are tuning in for the first time, I thank you. And those who've been consistently support me, I thank you as well. Well, today I want to just give thanks to the Lord, knowing that it's important to give thanks. Why? Because every now and then I hear somebody else's situation. Every now and then. Let me see if we get the light right. Every now and then I hear somebody's situation. Somebody lost a loved one. Somebody lost a loved one. Somebody um, lost their job. Somebody is battling with their health and they're laid up in the hospital, or they're getting treatment in a nursing home, or somebody is going through a divorce, or somebody is spiraling down with depression, of struggling with depression. And today, despite of what you're going through, if you're going through one of those things that I mentioned, God will just ask God to just guide you. At this time and this moment in time, you need comfort. But if you are a person that you have health, you're a person that you maybe have some challenges in your life, you maybe lost some income, you may be, despite of what you're going through, you may have some dilemmas in your life, some hiccups, some emergencies came your way, but yet you're still able to wake up, yet you're not in the hospital, yet you're have shelter over your head, you have food on the table, and you can get up and walk and go anywhere you please because you can walk, you can see, you can taste, you can smell, and despite of what you're going through, there's always somebody that have it worse than you. I remember, I remember, see we get the good light in here. I remember going through, see we get good light now, yes. Going through to Haiti in 2017 with my wife. The kids, they were watched by my sister-in-law. Her sister watched the kids. And as we journeyed to Haiti in 2017, we noticed that we had to send food down already. We sent food down already, and canned goods and supplies, hospital supplies. Now this was before Moise Jovenay was the president of Haiti, prime minister, president of Haiti, was killed, murdered, assassinated. This was before the gangs took over Haiti. Now you can't even go to Haiti because gangs, you'll be kidnapped and held for ransom. And Haitians in Haiti, the good majority of Haitians eat mud pies, and they get the coli in their stomach, sickness in their stomach, because they're so hungry. They're so hungry and so impoverished that they create dirt from mud. They create food from mud. Excuse me, they create food from mud. They go in the ground and they make the dirt moist. They make the dirt moist. They dig up the dirt and they mix it to make it look like a food, and they cook it. And they call that mud pie. They actually eat dirt. Our bodies are not meant to eat no dirt. Not even animals are meant to eat dirt. No creature, living creatures meant to eat dirt. But that's how impoverished Haiti is. And when we went to Haiti in 2017, we seen people living with no floors. I mean, the homes are made of concrete. So when the earthquake hit, the concrete really killed a lot of people. When the earthquake hit back in, I think 2011, 2010, 2011, killed a lot. It killed a lot of people because you living in concrete. They found the whole homes are built with concrete, cement. There's no walls, no panels in the walls and nothing like that. And some people, when you go to some of the villages in Haiti, you see that people are living in dirt floors. They have no flooring. It's all dirt. They're living on top, like they're living like the animals on the dirt with no floor. Some people go days without eating food. I remember a lady called Mommy. Never forget her. Older lady, and we went to visit her in the village. Me and my wife, with Mission of Hope. Big up to Mission of Hope. They're no longer in Haiti because of what's going on. Big up to Mission of Hope. Went with some of the crew members, and we seen when her daughter was laying on the dirt. She was in pain. Her stomach was in pain because of lack of food. So her stomach was in pain. Her stomach was in pain, but yet I noticed that Mommy that was waiting, because what she lived in was like plastic. Imagine plastic. You live in, you have no roof, you have no floor. Imagine living under plastic to shelter you from the rain. That's all she had with her daughter. That's it. And they were waiting to get it. They was waiting for a lottery to get into a proper place to live. And she was still giving God thanks. I scratched my head. I even told my translator that how is she giving God? She's giving God thanks despite of what she's going through. Despite of her not having. Despite of her lack of resources. Despite of her lack of food and resources to shelter her and her daughter. She still said in Creole, she's still giving God thanks. Wow. Despite of what she's going through, we cried at what she was going through. I had to shed a tear or two and what she was going through and what many, many people go through in Haiti. I cry every time you look at that place. And I've been there for 7 days. And it was, I had to shed a tear or two because it was so sad to see people living like this. No shelter, barely any shelter, no shoes on their feet. I fed a 2-year-old child with, remind me of my son, but he had some people never owned a pair of shoes. Never owned a pair of shoes. So I bring up my journey to Haiti to say, we gotta learn to be grateful and thankful. Because when you thank God for the little things, we be able to thank Him for the big things. We just gotta practice. Every time we get up in the morning, and before we let our foot hit the ground, we gotta just learn how to show gratitude to the Lord and be thankful for what we have. There's people today that lost loved ones. Heard of a mother losing her child to muscular dystrophy this morning. We got to learn to give thanks. Heard of people just losing loved ones before the great holiday starts. Losing loved ones left and right. We got to learn to give thanks. If you can get up and you see the next day, God has given you hope to see another day. So we got to give thanks to the Lord for the day. And you have food in your fridge. You got to give thanks. You have shoes on your feet, clothes on your back. We have to give thanks. We have to give thanks. The Bible says he inhabits the praises of his people. So we give thanks and we give praises to the Lord. Despite what we face, despite of maybe not having enough money to get by, but you know, if you give thanks and you give unto the Lord and you give an offering unto the Lord and you give thanks, God is going to bless you abundantly. Despite of what you're going through, God is going to bless you. If you just learn to give a gratitude each and every day. That's the first words that should enter your mouth is, Lord, I thank you for waking me up this morning. Lord, I thank you for blessing me to see another day. Lord, I thank you for food on the table. I thank you for shelter over our heads. I thank you for keeping my family safe. I thank you for having let's say, there's people that still have their mother and father here. I thank you for my mother and father. I thank you for the many blessings that you bestowed onto us. So let's have a practice of being thankful today. Let's practice not to have an entitled attitude and mentality, not to have a puffed up and arrogant attitude, but to have a humble spirit and a thankful spirit. Saying, Lord, thank you. Thank you despite, yes, I'm not rich. Yes, I don't have a fancy car outside. Yes, I don't have the best job. Yes, but I still give you thanks. I still give you thanks. Yes, it's a lot of things that we can be thankful for. Have a family member that can't see. Thank God you can see. Thank God you have your sight. Very precious. We take a lot of things for granted. Sometimes we take our loved ones for granted. We take a lot of things for granted, not knowing that in a twinkle of an eye, it can be gone from you. So we gotta learn to be thankful and learn to appreciate the loved ones in our lives. Learn to appreciate your loved one. Learn to appreciate a good friend. Learn to appreciate your kids. Because remember, things could be worse. Just remember, somebody has it worse than you. Just remember, somebody out there have it worse than you. It could be worse. But thank God, you're in the situation you're in. Thank God you can breathe. Thank God he's giving you hope. Thank God he's giving you second chances to see the next day. And thank God, especially for your good health. Be able to walk, be able to talk, be able to see, be able to smell. There's some people that don't have those, what I mentioned, there's some people today that don't have those senses. So we gotta thank God for what we have. And we gotta thank God that we still have loved ones around us that love us. We still have one or two good friends. We still have we can still enjoy what God has given us. If you have a spouse, thank God for them. If you have a loving spouse, some people are single. They don't know what it's like to fall in love. Some people don't even know what it's like to to haven't seen a date in a long time. There's some people that they don't have it, but even if you're single, still give God thanks. You're single, thank God that you're breathing, you have air, and you have food. You're guaranteed food. Thank God for that. Thank God you're guaranteed food and shelter. If anything else, you thank God for that. And you thank God you're able to breathe. And you thank God you're able to bless others that don't have. Thank God for everything, folks. We thank God. We learn to give thanks unto the Lord. Why? Because it could be worse. Your situation could be worse. And remember, there's always somebody that have it worse than you. I used to sing a song called, I'm gonna sing a little verse. Sing a little verse. Just when you think you got it bad, some people wish them have what you have. Just when you think you got it bad, some may not gonna complain and stay mad. Just when you think you got it bad, some people wish them have what you have. Just when you think you got it bad, some may not gonna complain and stay mad. When some people now got a lot, them wish them say that it is bad. No food in the fridge, well them not gone. I thank God for my pepper pot. Guyana women people from stand up. We have to pray that we rise to the top of top. In the PPP, we don't want to idiot. People them and get disrupted and them a lick shot. Them a no oh yes. Just when you think you got it bad, some people wish they have what you have. Just when you think you got it bad, so may not go complain and stay mad. Yes, yes. Flashback. I haven't sung that song in years, so forgive me. Well, the live word of the day is coming out of First Thessalonians chapter 16 to 18. Rejoice always, I pray. Continually give thanks in all your circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. Well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings. And thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all. God bless.